Hello students, welcome to the next session of worm and worm gear, right? In last session we have discussed about the velocity and rubbing velocity equations, that is related to friction in the worm gears, as the power transmission take place with the sliding motion and friction. Now in this session we will deal with the strength equations of worm gear, that is the strength value or strength rating. So coming towards worm and worm gear drive, as we know that a strength failure of or strength of spur gear and helical as well of bevel we have derived for that, but in case of worm gear drive we have directly standard equation for torque transmission. That is, so for strength rating of a worm gear, directly we have two equations for torque transmission, that is first for mt1 and second will be for mt2, and it is given as 17.65 into xb1 sb1 mlr d2 cos of gamma, and likewise we have for mt2. So whereas this mt1 and mt2 is nothing but the torque values, that is permissible torque on the worm gear and worm wheel. Secondly we have xb1 and xb2, which is nothing but the speed factors for the strength of worm and worm wheel. Likewise we have sb1 and sb2, that is the bending stress factors of worm and worm wheel. Likely we have module length of the root of worm wheel teeth, and d2, that is the pitch circle diameter and gamma. So no worry about the suffix values, directly at least we should understand, we should by heart the equation. And what is the torque value which will be used? It will be nothing but the lower of the two values. So two torque values we have to calculate, and out of that lower of the two torque values will be a value which can be used for that. So SB value can be taken from, that is bending stress factor depends on the material which is used for this. So one table shown over here, that is what type of material is used for manufacturing either worm or worm wheel. So based on that we'll get ESB value from this given table. So directly we'll move towards numerical related to strength, because we know this equation and what type of numericals will be asked in your examinations is shown over here. One numerical which can be asked or has been asked in, or we can say that for 8 or 6 marks. So what is the numerical? A pair of worm and worm wheel is designated as we know designation 130 10 10, and the input speed of the worm, that is n1, is provided 1200 rpm, and the worm wheel is made of centrifugal. Now material of the worm wheel is provided, that means we can get the bending stress factors, and the worm is made of case hardened, for that also we can get, and determine the power transmitting capacity. So what is asked? We have to calculate kilowatt power rating. So what is given in this? We know that 130 10 10 is nothing but z1 z2 qm is given, n1 is given over here, and likewise two materials are given for both parts. So we can get the SB value as I have directly shown the table which is copied from the previous table. So how to solve this? But before moving further, now what was asked in the numerical? Determine the power transmitting capacity based on the beam strength. So as we know, wear strength and beam strength are the two criteria for designing the gears. So first criteria we are discussing now, that is based on beam strength we have to find out the power rating. So same type of questions will be asked, just the values will vary. So what is the kilowatt equation? We know kW, that is equal to 2 pi nt upon 60 into 10 to power 6. So in this equation we required mt and n2, other things are directly substitutable. So we can calculate mt from earlier equation, as we have known that mt1 is equal to 17.65, and likewise, so we have 2, and out of this we have to find out the values, and out of these two values we should use the lower value. Now for getting this we should have all these terms for substituting or calculating mt values. So how to get? We'll check it one by one. So mt1 and mt2 directly shown over here. So in this equation what is unknown? xb, sb1, m, lr, d2 and cos gamma. So firstly we'll move on for calculating the gamma value. So how to calculate gamma? From the tan gamma equation, that is tan of gamma is equal to Z1 upon Q as the lead equation. So we have got gamma now, because diametral quotient was 10 and Z1 was 1. Likewise, second part is unknown, which is D2, that is D2 is equal to mZ2, which is equal to 10 into 30. So we'll get the value as 300. Next, unknown value is SB, so which we have got from the material equation. So from material equation we'll get this as, for phosphor bronze centrifugally cast it is 7, and for case hardened, that is worm, so this value is for worm and this will be for worm gear. So we can substitute these values. Next, LR is unknown, that is lead. Now how to get this? So for that, one standard formula is there, which is to be again remembered. LR is equal to dA1 plus 2C sine inverse of F upon dA1 plus 2C. Now in this, what are unknowns? F, next one C, and then dA1. So how to calculate this 3? F will be equal to 2m times this. So module is known, diametral quotient is known, so we can get the F value, that is the force value. Next we have C. So C is equal to 0.2 m cos of gamma. These equations are to be by-hearted. We have seen these terms in our earlier sessions, that is related to terminologies or introduction session. So we can get dA1. So after getting all these values, just substitute it over here and we can get the related terms. But now in this case xb is not known, so how to calculate xb? For that, again we have to consider the chart of revolutions per minute versus the speed factor. So for getting this xb1 and xb2, we should know the velocity, that is rpm. So initially I we know, that is speed ratio z2 upon z1. So as per the given value, t 30 upon 1 is equal to 30, and n1 is known. So for that we should, so for calculating xb2 we should be aware of n2. So we can calculate based on I equation, n2 is equal to 40 rpm. So after getting this, now we have both equations values, that 1200 rpm. So for 1200 rpm we can get this, and for n2 40 rpm we can use this. So wherever this curve will be intersecting, that respective value will be a xb, that is speed factor values. So initially xb value we can get it is for n1, that is 1200 rpm will be over here. This will be your curve, so it will be somewhere over here, that is 0.25. this is 0.3 and this is 0.2, so we can get as 0.25. likewise over here we'll have 0.48. so xb values are calculated from this chart. So every time either the value in the form of tabular term will be provided, or either this chart will be provided. So you can get the values of xb1 and xb2. So just what to do is substitute the values in mt1, we can get mt1. likewise substitute in mt2, we will get the value. And out of this both, which is the lower one? This one, 1288. So following calculations can be done in your calculators. So we'll get value this one. So out of this two, which is the lower one? This one. So this lower value will be substituted over here and we can get the kilowatt power, which is asked in our numerical. So just substitute the values. Minimum value of torque, so value of power is 51.9. So thank you for this session. This was all about your beam strength and related numerical. In next session we'll go for wear strength and numerical. Thank you.